It's unbelievable what we're seeing, and we have absolutely not seen this on both sides of the ball in 100 years, and that was the greatest player of all time, Babe Ruth.
Ohtani, he's doing stuff that we did in Little League, in the big league.
Shohei Ohtani is the star of our league.
Shohei Ohtani leads the league in home runs. He's slugging .612. He has a 2.10 ERA.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Shohei Ohtani! What can't he do?
Showtime all the time.
I think it's probably once in a lifetime guy that we're seeing right now, a generational player.
As a child, you may have been dreaming of becoming something special at whatever you desire. A unique dream that has the potential to become a reality. But that dream can only be true to the most passionate believer. A burning heart desire of evolving your passion to the sport and to truly take the game to the next level. Some can achieve this, but some go that extra mile by doing it on two different roles at the same time. An anomaly of a player that hasn't been seen for the past decades. A unique player that may just have what it takes to be up there. Only time will tell if his vision of himself will be considered one of the greatest of all time. What is up everyone, welcome to my channel. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Hopefully you join me on my journey on this platform, so see ya. As generation of MLB player comes and goes, there must be a time where that dream will be passed down to the next believer. There's some player that had the potential, but didn't quite get there. And then, there's this. These are players that shine through their era. They changed the game forever by being dominant with power, speed, and their defensive capability. But as you know, there comes a time where they must hang up their gloves and bat and leave their legacy behind on the field. Just like Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Ty Cobb did in their dead live ball era. The integration era had the likes of Jackie Robinson, Mickey Mantle, Yogi Berra. Where the game changed the most in the expansion era, which had players like Hank Aaron, Willie Mays. Free agency era had Ricky Henderson. And the era where everyone and their mother were using the syringe in the steroid era, which had players like Barry Bonds, Alex Rodriguez, Ken Griffey Jr., Mike Maguire. These are players that truly believe in themselves and their ability to dominate the game of baseball. But I think it's time for the next believer to step up to the plate, deliver us a legacy that will be forever remembered. I may have the answer to that statement. That answer might be no other than Shohei Showtime Ohtani. Now, ever since starting in the MLB, Shohei has not been shy out in showing off his ability to not only drive in hits, in the form of home runs, but his pitching has been something else to watch. He's doing things that are very, very rarely we get to see in the modern baseball. In the 2018 season, he won the Rookie of the Year, making him the fourth Japanese descent to win that title. And on top of that, 3 years later, he became the league most valuable player as a 26-year-old. You see, Shohei does not only carry the genes of being the next generational player, but he could easily become one of the greatest of all time. Seeing his game on the field has sent me back to the era where Babe Ruth was just swatting balls to the direction he wanted. But just not only about his hitting, the man has speed, strength, power, and a throwing arm that can easily catch 7+ Ks at night, while leading the league in many important categories. Let's take a closer look at his stats in the 2021 season. He's in first in wins above replacement all, first in triples, first in win probability added, first in power speed, second with 46 home runs, just too shy away from Vladdy Guerrero and Salvador Perez with 48. Second in extra base hits, second at bat per home runs, fourth in slugging percentage, fourth in runs created, while putting up numbers in multiple other categories to get the 2021 Major League Most Valuable Player. A player so revolutionary that can easily set the standards for a future MLB player as a hitter and also as a pitcher. Ask yourself, when was the last time you seen a two-way player that not only gives you home runs in offense but also give you Ks on the other end? A player so unique that, well, let's put the numbers in a graph that shows you everything you need to know. These are two-way players that are arguably the best hitter as a pitcher since the expansion era. At the very bottom, you have the likes of Tom Glavine, Brandon Back, and Greg Maddox. Then you have players like Ken Brent, Dontre Willis, Zach Greinke with a career total of 10 home runs or less. Further to the top, you got Baumgartner, Mil Papas, and Gary Peter, all with equal or less to 20 home runs. Then you have players like Don Drysdale, Bob Gibson, Earl Wilson, and one of the Stooges, Warren Spahn, all with 35 home runs and less. Joking on the last one, but just take a look at his mechanics. What? Bruh. And then there's this guy, Shohei, coming into his 5th season. This man has accumulated more home runs than the bottom half of the player in this list, with 99 home runs and counting. Like I said earlier, his career is still flourishing. Only time will tell if the vision Ohtani has for himself will be considered one of the greatest of all time. That is all from me. You already know, take a sip on some of that coffee, and thanks for watching. See you till next time.